I am no more just a Syrian and I'm not a British person. So it's a hybrid identity. I don't know where to call home anymore. I don't know who I am, which will I be able to go back and live in Syria as I am now, or will I ever be able to feel, that this is my country, this is my home, and I belong here also.
Most of the people who left Syria and live in the UK or elsewhere, they have been able to remarkably integrate and build life, a wonderful life for themselves. Some of them went to school again. Some of them went to universities and acquired degrees, and some opened companies, businesses. Um, in many ways, in many fields, we see Syrians proving to be intelligent, hardworking, um, and able to adapt and able to integrate and respect the the country that they are in.
I realize that I love my country because there's a problem in my country. If I was a Parisian or a Londoner, I would never ask myself if I love Paris or London. So I lived in two cities and I have a French passport. But as there's a lot of problems in this place, I realize that I love it the most.
Just talking to them over Skype and hearing the sound of the cars and the mosque call to prayer in the background, you can kind of feel that Damascus is still there.
Hope is something essential in life.
The first thing that I want is for everybody to be able to just get on with their lives, for Syria to be able to go back to being a place where people do have their lives, have their families, have their jobs, have their sense of stability. And I'm encouraged to know that there are some places that life has gone on relatively unchanged and life can continue, but I want that for the entire country.
Of course, Syria, as we call it, the cradle of civilization. It is indeed the cradle of civilization. It has a diversity that we should all Syrians be proud of. The diversity that probably we would not find in the whole world.
I when I lived with families, the families that I lived with, they were Muslim and I'm Christian, and they loved it, and I loved them, and they bragged so much about, oh, we have these Christian neighbors, and we're really good friends with them, and we visit them on Christmas, and they come and visit us on the Eids, and that sense of, we're not all the same, but we really respect and appreciate one another, even if we're different. That was such a core part of my experience of Syria, and so I want that to come back. I want people to acknowledge that, yeah, maybe things have been really difficult, and not really difficult. That's an understatement. It's been a nightmare of a decade, but that core of respect and appreciation for people who are different, and that hope that we can be friends anyway, and that if we feel peace with our neighbor, then that makes it easier for us to just get on with our lives.
One of the things that have always given me hope about Syria is that the Syrian people themselves are extremely entrepreneurial, extremely innovative, extremely hard working. They look for opportunities, find opportunities, and use those opportunities to better themselves. I really do think that this type of resilience, if you wish, or this type of the capacity of the people, I think brings in a great deal of hope to the future of the country. If you look at the Syrian woman today, whether she was whether she is a refugee or whether she is um, a a uh, uh, a or whether she's a refugee or whether she is a woman who now leads the family because the men have died or the men have left or the men have deserted them. In all cases, I think the Syrian woman has risen up to the occasion in all fields of life and have taken upon themselves the responsibility um, to ensure that the family is well taken care of, that their children are well taken care of, often at a very high expense that they have had to, at a cost that they have had to pay.
I think life has taught me to be brave and to speak out for myself, especially a woman from the Middle East, where kind of we are not given our rights or our space, and men try to suppress us and put us in the corner and just maybe confine us to just home work and bringing up children. While I studied, I am educated, and I love to be, productive in life. So I learned to speak up for myself, and you should speak up too. Never stay silent. If you have an opinion, say it out loud and fight for your rights and for being equal.
So my hope that the country will have the chance again and can so the children can go to school, can have a normal life, can having this ABC of a daily life, just like electricity and water and food and food. So it's the ABC of a decent life. People here in Syria do not have it. I hope that Syria will have again the chance to be just normal, just like any other country.
Hope is something essential in life. And life without hope is a miserable life. We need to hang on to that hope that the future is better.
What do you think? Do you want to come with me to Syria?